Love and money don't always go together. Communicating about money can be a recipe for disaster in couples and families. So I'm going to give you a few tips to make that a little bit smoother area. One important thing to remember when your family's talking about money is to find a time and a place where you won't have other distractions. It's stressful enough to talk about money without having other stressful events intervene. So when you're going to sit down and talk about money, find a time and a place that's going to be peaceful and quiet without additional interruptions. And planning to talk about money does take a little extra time and effort. So let's talk about some of those tips that can make this a smoother process. First of all, it's important to allow everyone to have input. Traditionally, only the main wage earner in the house made all of the financial decisions, but even children have their own values and attitudes and financial goals. And so if you want everyone to stick to the family spending plan, it's important to let everyone in the family feel like they've had input into that decision. The next tip is to make sure that you clearly identify the issue at hand. Is the issue overspending? Is the issue that you have some extra money and you need to decide what to spend it on? Or maybe the issue is that there's been a budget cut and you need to decide where to reduce your spending. Make sure that you identify what the issue is and stick to that topic and don't bring up other things when you're trying to solve a money issue. Another point is that it's important to avoid judging or criticizing. For everyone to feel like their thoughts and their feelings are heard and appreciated, it's important that you listen carefully and avoid judging or criticizing. And again, as you listen carefully, that's an important tip. And you might keep in the back of your mind that people do have different values and attitudes and feelings about money. So if you listen carefully, you can kind of think about those things too and take those into consideration as you're trying to work through money compromises. And finally, you have to be willing to negotiate. We all have different values, attitudes, feelings, and financial goals. And you may not always agree with everyone in your family about money. But the important thing is that you work together to give your family financial stability and to work toward achieving those common financial goals. There is a worksheet on the Extension Fact Sheet, Communicating About Money, that has some good questions and tips for getting your family started in talking about money.
To learn more, contact your county extension agent and follow the links in this section.